Yeah, hello. Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for joining Tech Bug. Yeah. So just wait for like a couple of minutes, then we can kickstart. Yeah. Hope you can hear me. Am I audible? Am I audible? Is it very loud and clear? Yeah, good. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Welcome guys. Yeah. All right, so we'll just chill for like another 2 minutes. By 6:10, we'll start, irrespective of how many of us are on live. The goal is not everybody to be here. Say many are coffee are choosing. So very soon this life and everything will be paid for. But now that it's free, people will not value it. It's normal. I understand. When you start charging them for stuff, then they value it more. But yeah, so I'm here to just share I got a scholarship. I'll be sharing my CV with you, and you guys will be able to ask questions we'll be able to ask your questions, and we'll be able to see how practically I wrote the essays, the steps, the stuff I use, and how you can also write winning essays. Although I've written several essays, yeah, but those ones were one of the essays that stand out for me that got me the scholarship. So yeah, I'm willing to share the essay, and also I'll also give you a background about myself. Because most times I tell people that I finished with HND, they're like, oh yeah, I finished HND, so that means anybody can finish HND. But there are a lot of things I have to put in consideration, which um, which is not just finishing with a degree. Other things you have to also ensure that you have, because those things also matters also. Understand? So put those things in consideration, then you answer, okay, fine, this is why this is what obtainable, this is why this is that and that. Uh so um so quick, we just start irrespective of yeah. So yeah, I'll be sharing my screen. I'll take you guys over what I planned for you guys. Okay, so yeah, good one. So I have a. I hope you guys can see. You can see my screen, right? You could see the. Yeah. Okay. Good. You could see my screen when I was sharing, right? Yes. Okay. We can see. Beautiful. All right. So I won the GCUB scholarship, basically. So currently, for context, my school is a Federal University of South and Southern Para, Unifesspa. So I'm doing master program in forensic study in study in Brazil, teachers, which I want to use the platform we want to use to help people to come to Brazil. Excuse me. Yeah, pretty much. So overview, we're talking about my background, motivation, return plan, research proposal, methodology, literature review, and my proven track record. And last will be Q and A. Yeah. So first and foremost, who am I? So my name is Frankie Duboy, as you guys, most of you know. So background check. I am a DevSecOps engineer. What I mean by that? So I protect infrastructures in the cloud. So yeah, I deploy infrastructure. So you have like your banking app, like your all these website and likes. So we are the one that maintain and ensure that those things are actually running. We are not creating infrastructure, the server that those things are being built on. So that's the work of a DevOps. So the sec part is the security part, ensuring that everything is well taken care of. You don't expose anything to the bad guys, so that people will not be able to hack into your applications and you not get tapping millions of naira um, for when you get hacked and the likes. I had my electrical, I did electrical electronics engineering at Yaba College of Technology, where I did my ND and HND from 2010 to 2026 to 2016. Then I later went to University of Lagos, where I had system engineering, but yeah, it's not part of it because I didn't use that to get the scholarship. So I practically use my HND. That's why my HND is what I'm talking about today. Currently, I'm a master student in forensic science at Unifesspa here in Brazil, Maraba, Para. Experience. So at the time I applied for this scholarship, at that time I work with Yepox Technology and I work in Dassault Global. I work with other companies, but currently I'm working with Oxygenex. It's a company in Nigeria, yeah, and other companies that I work with, which I will not want to mention them online here. But yeah, but that's it. So at that time I was working with Yepox Technology when I applied for this scholarship, and as at that time I had over. So I want you guys to look at this. I had over what? I had over 30 professional certifications. You're like, is this impossible? This guy is giving us bobo or something. Let's do a quick check. I'll just this is a link to that. We'll copy it and we'll try and check it online and see if that should bring up my page. Yeah. So this is my page at the moment. If you can see, this is 32 what? 32 badges. And this is, I don't have all my badges are not even here. I still have badges I've not uploaded that are not here. So there are I think I have about 40 badges now, professional badges that I've done so far. As in, yeah, professionally. So what I want to say is that I was intentional. When I was applying for the scholarship, I wanted to apply for cybersecurity, security. I was intentional about what I wanted. So if you look at this credibly now, where I have my professional certificate, I'll show you my CV. If you look at it very well, 2014, because that was when I applied, 2014 June, I applied in May. When I applied, so the stuff I applied in May, June, yeah. So after that time, I went to start doing certificate exam in cybersecurity. Because I was like, okay, if I want to get this thing, when they go to check my LinkedIn profile, they show that this guy has improved, he has got a certificate. So I was practically intentional doing security exams. I did this one like 2023. So I was intentional about, okay, I wanted cybersecurity. So I was doing certification in cybersecurity so that whenever they see that stuff, I know this guy, what he's doing, and everybody will be able to say, okay, fine, they're able to align with what I was doing. That was it. Then after that, so that was that. Okay, let me just share. Before I even go, before I go, let me share my. Let me share. Let's share. Let's look at my CV. So yeah, this is my CV. You can see my CV states that dedicated and accomplished IT professional with a strong background in both DevSec engineering and cybersecurity analysis, passionate about driving innovation and ensuring that the security of digital landscape over the 3 years of experience, software pipelines, enhancing collaboration between development, IT, and operations, crafting strategies to counter digital threats. A technical writer with a profile of over 10 publications in tech platform. reflecting the commitment to share insight and knowledge. If you see my summary, so my summary is just telling you that okay, well, this guy knows what he's doing. Although, yeah, this CDVA was done with a paid tool. I can't remember the paid tool at the moment, but I know it's one of those paid tool that they used to do CV then. I think I paid like $10, $20. I can't remember vividly, but yeah. But there are a lot of ways to write to do CV now. You don't need to use paid tool and you still get content. But you want to use a paid tool, yes, can still go and use this paid tool. So this is my summary alone. I was very intentional about it. That okay, this is what I want to do, and I gave it all. Then my work experience, definitely I was working, so I was able to show that okay, I currently work at so place, and this is what I do. I showed, so I made sure that I married both cybersecurity and cloud together so that they will know this is what Noah is doing. So I married them together. I'm DevOps engineer. Before then, I married. So I was very intentional. In my LinkedIn profile, my Twitter profile, they were talking about everything I was doing. I was very intentional about what I was doing. I didn't just say I want to apply for scholarship and I was not intentional. I was very, very intentional. I can see 2021, I put infosec engineer, technical engineer, so that when you see what I'm doing, you're like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. STEM and administrator and all. I was extremely very intentional with what I was actually feeling on. Yeah, so yeah, this is just my what. Then so as at that time, yes, as at that time I applied, these are the certifications actually out. I had the certification, I had AWS certified, Azure certified, Kubernetes certified, Cisco Junior, Cyber Cisco, MSc, Marketing Forward, and all. And yeah, these were all certifications that at that time that I actually had. Then my technical articles are everything. Dev's career, cybersecurity, digital landscape, and the likes. If you check this in their whole life, if you check dev.to, if you go there, you can actually click on these articles and we'll be able to see them. Yeah. So yeah, let's go back to the reason for our life. So yeah, for GCUB essay, it is divided into two. I know that what we're applying for is not GCUB, we're applying for the normal school route, but if you can also apply this also is the same way. So GCUB essay, they give guidelines. So there are two essays I'm meant to write. It's what they call the motivation letter, the motivation essay, and the normal proposal, research proposal. So the motivation essay, what is the driving force behind motivation essay? First and foremost, my own was I was like, why? So I had to answer a question which was well, why, and why was that? What was the driving rate of internet crime in Nigeria and Africa? That's what I wrote about. I'm going to share the essay very soon. We'll read it together. And I was like, okay, fine. If that's so, what's the crime rate? And I said, okay. Secondly, I wanted to understand how cyber attacks was actually affecting um in the academic space and generally in the outside world. Then professionally, I wanted to know how I could also investigate with the government officials, how we can catch crimes and catch criminals and be able to cut off crimes. And that was it. And in the motivation letter, I also made sure that okay, I told them that okay, I'll end up getting certifications when I'm done with the program and all. Yeah, so we'll quickly we'll go through the essay one, which is this. I'll try and make it to be very bold so that we can see. Let me share it so that it's no. I wanted to make it. Where is it? To make it. Oh, let me just increase the front zoom in. Where's the zoom in here? Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is essay one: academic expectation, interest, professional expectation, and prospect upon returning to the country of origin. So this is what they asked us to write. So what I said that I applied for a postgraduate program in forensic science at the Federal University of South and Southern Para because of my deep seated interest in the intersection of cybersecurity and forensic science. My academic journey has been driven by a passion for understanding and combating cybercrime, a field that is becoming increasingly critical as digital threats grow more sophisticated. I aim to acquire comprehensive knowledge and advanced skills in forensic science, especially focusing on digital forensics, to bolster my ability to investigate and mitigate cyber incidents. So the thing is that forensic is actually a wide field. Before I wrote this in, I went to go and read what no, so some people just apply. You don't read that field. So I went to read that. Okay, forensic. What is I've got? I know that forensics to be people that catch that do people that are dead people and all. So forensics is divided into four. There's the digital forensic. There is the the crime forensics. That's the one for people that catch a dead body forensic. There's another one for drug forensic, and there's another one for land disputes and all. So there are four forensics that we have. But me, I'm not very concerned about the other three. I'm very concerned about the one I want, which is data forensics. That is where my own field is. So that's what I'm interested in. And I said, okay, the high rate of, because I will add a case study, which was Nigeria. So I said the high rate of internet crime in Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large has significantly influenced my decision to pursue a career in cybersecurity and forensic science. By diving into forensic science, I seek to understand the underlying mechanisms of cyber crimes and develop methodologies for tracking, analyzing, and preventing such threats. My academic interests include studying techniques for data recovery, malware analysis, and incident response, as well as what exploring the legal and ethical aspects of data forensics. So I'm still trying to explain my own intention of going for this program. And after that, I went to say, okay, professionally, I aspire to become a leading expert in data forensics, contributing to both national and international effort to combat cyber crime. My goal is to work with law enforcement agencies, cybersecurity firms, and government organizations to develop and implement effective forensic strategies for investigating cyber crimes. I am particularly interested in roles that involve conducting forensic investigations, developing forensic tools, and providing expert testimony in leading in legal proceedings. Because I discovered that, okay, right, a lot of people these days when they go to court, there are no there are no forensic testimonies that they use in the court of law. So that's why I said, okay, we'll improve on that so that we have better testimonies that can be used in the court of law. Upon completion of my postgraduate program, I plan to obtain certificates in digital forensics, such as Certified Computer Examiner, CCE, Certified Computer Examiner, CFP, to enhance my professional qualification. I also aim to engage in continuous professional development through workshop, seminar, conferences, to stay updated with what the latest advancements in forensic science and cybersecurity. This section now, they will not doubt it because of why they already know that this guy is someone that he loves doing professional courses. So when I read this one, I definitely say, this guy, no, he has written over 25 professional. Is something I can get it. So I'm listening to what I'm currently doing and what I will do. And I further went to say that upon returning to Nigeria, I am committed to utilizing my advanced education and expertise to strengthen the country's capacity to combat cybercrime. Nigeria faces significant challenges in this area, including a lack of specialized forensic skill, inadequate infrastructure, and high rate of cyber-related crimes. My goal is to address these challenges by working closely with law enforcement agencies, cybersecurity organizations, and educational institutions. And I said that fine. After all this, I've said, what's my final goal? I plan to establish and lead initiative focused on enhancing data forensic capabilities of Nigerian law enforcement agencies. This will involve developing training programs, providing technical assistance, and collaborating with international partners to share best practices and resources. Additionally, I aim towards to establish dedicated data forensic units within Nigeria police and security agency. Sorry, a minute, please. Yeah, and security agencies. So, lastly, that's the ending part. Furthermore, I am passionate about contributing to the academic field in Nigeria by teaching and mentoring the next generation of forensic scientists, and cybersecurity experts. I envision enabling a research center dedicated to data forensic, where students and professionals can collaborate on projects and innovations that addresses the unique cybersecurity challenges faced by Nigeria and the broader Africa region. My ultimate my ultimate objective is to create a safer digital environment in Nigeria by reducing the incidence of cybercrime and improving the efficiency of cyber investigation by making significant contribution to this field of digital forensic. I hope to make the world a better place for all. So yeah, so this was just my motivation letter. You could see that. So I ensured that what I did was that basically I told them about why I was interested in it, told them the issue we have, and how I plan to solve those problems. And because the end goal was that if you are coming through GCUB, you are expected to go back to Nigeria to implement. So yeah, but even though you are going to do a program, they expect to come back to your country to implement what you have learned in your country. So that's why this other part is very important to impute. Yeah, so let's go back to our our slide. So we said motivation, the motivation slide, so the motivation slide, so we see that we were able to answer the why. Why is the high rate of crime in Nigeria and Africa? We saw the reason why. Then we saw that why was that, because Africa, Nigeria as a whole does not have infrastructure. They don't have institutions. If you look at it, it's just only EFCC that is actually catching crimes and all. And if the EFCC, I'm not even sure that they are very sophisticated, because there are some things that, yeah, they are sophisticated, but there are a lot of things that they will still be backward with. So there are a lot of skills, there are a lot of things that are in the data space now that we in Africa we are here exposed to. So that's the more reason why we need to get this knowledge. They come back to the country and implement this, and even make it known. Because if you provide this information to young people, people will know that, oh, fine, it's not, let's not go into crime. Let's fight against this. So what most people don't know about that is not that they don't know it's crime. They know it's crime, but they feel that, let's make quick money. But when there are more publicity about it, people are making noise about it. Yeah, this. Then people start getting saying that, oh, we need to work, we need to get better, we need to fight against this crime and all. Because and the major reason why this is actually easy in Africa is because we don't have a database, a central database. Yes, we don't. We say we have, but truly, is bias. Is when they use it for their own personal good, but not like generally like in Brazil here now. There's what they call CPF. Everybody have your CPF. You can't, once you pay your CPF, your life, that's your life. In America, it's called a social security number. So every country have that number that is tied to your database that has all your data, all your information. If you do anything, if you do anything that you don't, bank statement, anything is on that CPF. So you know that, oh, once you come to the country and you come to you register as a residence, they will give you a CPF attached to yourself. That CPF is what you'll be using, whatever, to do transaction, to do anything. That's just a social security number, just the way they have it in America. And that way, if you commit a crime, it's easily to track you down because there's a database that already has your information. Just go there and plug in, get the central database, then use it to get information you're looking for, which is something that we still need to implement in Nigeria, which already exists in Nigeria, but not to full working extent. So if you see, I've explained that my return plan was that, which is very crucial for this thing, was to come back, create an initiative where we're able to teach others, young people, how to fight against crime. So the objective was to assure that, because the strength is to strengthen the country capability to combat crime. When I come back, that's the main goal. And how do I plan to achieve this? Through what I wrote to them, I was like, I will establish training programs for Nigerian law enforcement, advocates for data forensic units in police agencies, and so I'll be a teacher and a mentor to the next generation of forensic science, which I plan to do, which I believe that, okay, I'm still plan to furthermore in this forensic world, maybe become a doctor in it, then start mentorship, train people and do other things. Yeah, which is my end goal. Yeah, and long-term vision is what, to create a research center for data forensic to address African security, cybersecurity. Yeah, that's the end goal. That's the long-term vision, that we have a digital space where people can come and also get tools, get how to see tools, look for how to there are problems that involve your country. How come there? Today now, I can say that Nigeria is suffering from different crime, different security challenges. But if there is a dedicated forensic all of where you can solve problems. All these things that are catching Boko Haram, all these things, there'll be sophisticated tools to actually navigate all these places and see these things and know that this was obtainable and this is how you can catch them. And then you've seen them in 3D and like fine. But because of we lack all these things, or let's say I'm not saying we may not lack it, but let's say our leaders are not putting in the right information for us to have them, then yes, we are saying that we lack it and we are not. But yeah, but I believe that when more people are more enlightened about it, then yeah, we'll get a better environment and people will really want to do more in this field. So the thing is that it's not compulsory. So this is just my field, but it also relates to your own field. Even though you're in the banking sector, you're in the health sector, you follow this process to write your essay. I'm very sure that your essay will go a long way, and yeah, it's going to meet the standard of what you're looking for. So the second part is the research proposal. You talk about the problem, talk about what you want to solve, then you talk about why you want to solve it and how you want to solve it. You have a roadmap of how you're going to solve it. But one thing you have to understand again is that when you are picking a school, there's what they call, you have to understand why you are picking that school. Some people just want to they want to go to social school. They don't know where the school is. Because some questions that they will ask you when you're writing your essay, you have to write about that school also in that essay, that this school is known for this, known for that. So you have to do your research. It's not just about writing your proposed listing. We also know about the school. That's why if I say I wrote why Unifesspa, because that's what is focused on data forensic. Because when I was checking through that those opportunities that year, they totally use Unifesspa that other forensic available. So I picked them. So I was able to say that okay, this is why this. So let's look at the other essay that talks about that's this essay, the justification essay. Yeah, so the definition essay, which is this, we'll just try to zoom so that this will be bigger. Yeah, so the definition essay is the definition of the program selected, central theme, research problem, delineation and justification of the objects of the study, bibliographical review, methodological process, timeline, and bibliographical reference. So this is how is it done? I was like, okay, I have chosen the postgraduate program in forensic science at the Federal University of South and Southern Para due to its comprehensive curriculum and an esteemed faculty, which offer a perfect blend of, of theological knowledge and practical experience. The program focuses on what forensic methodologies, evidence analysis, and the legal aspects of forensic science, align perfectly with my career aspiration. Additionally, Brazil's commitment to innovation and excellence in forensic science provides an ideal environment for advanced study and research. The program's emphasis on data forensics is particularly appealing to me as it addresses the growing need for experts in investigating what cyber crimes. The Federal University of South and Southern Para is renowned for its what cutting-edge research facilities and collaborative approaches, providing an excellent platform for acquiring advanced skills and engaging in what in impactful research projects. Then now further went to say that the central theme of my research will be what enhancing data forensic capabilities to combat cybercrime in emerging economies. The primary research problem I aim to address is the inadequate of data forensic capability in emerging economies, which hinders efficient investigation and prosecution of what cybercrime. This issue is particularly acute in Nigeria, where high rates of internet crimes and limited forensic resources create significant challenges for law enforcement. The study will focus on Nigeria as representative example of an emerging economy galloping with cybercrime. The choice of Nigeria is justified by its significant was exposure to cyber threats and urgent need to improve forensic capabilities. By examining Nigerian digital forensic landscape, the research aimed to identify specific challenges and propose effective strategies for enhancing forensic investigation. They will now went to to talk about the biblical review. This biblical review is that I went to look at books, people that have written stuff about this before. I read about them. We have digital forensic and cybercrime by Gavin, Gavin and Andrew. So I read this book, I read this article. I went to Guide to Computer Forensic and Investigation by Bill Nelson. I also read it. So these were the bibliographical review that I went through before I now went to have my own methodology process by saying that okay, conduct a thorough review of existing literary review on data forensics and cybercrime in emerging economy, data collection, case study, interview, data analysis, and recommendations. So all these were put in consideration, and there was not timeline because although this is the standard process of RGCUB asks you to write their essay, it's written there is how you write your essay. Months 1 to 3, conduct literary review and finalize research design, conduct quantitative data on cybercrime incident and forensic capability, conduct quantitative case study and interviews for forensic experts, analyze collection data, identify key findings, develop recommendation, excuse me, and draft research reports, then finalize research reports and disseminate finding through academic publication and presentation. When we write articles, because articles you write to determine, okay, yeah, then these are the biblical review that I looked into, so I have to reference them now. I look at Interpol reports on digital forensic and cybercrime, United Nations Office on drugs and crime, which I also looked at, then Journal on Digital Forensic by so basically, yeah, that was practically my second that's the research proposal I wrote. That was it. And yeah. So next will be let's go to the next which will be so which I just explained how I propose to do research, which I explained literature review, quantitative data collection, there's quantitative and qualitative. There's what they call quantitative and qualitative case study. You have to understand this in doing research. I will not be going to in depth in that because this is not a class of research. But yeah, but before you do research, you have to look at the method you are using. Are you using a quantitative? So you have to state it. Am I using just quantitative? I'm using both. So if you know, so you have to understand each of them. When you are checking, when you Google is your best friend, put it there that what is quantitative analysis on this my topic, what's qualitative analysis. I want to make use of them to solve this problem. It will give you and it show you best way to do that. So in literature review, we looked at, yeah, we explained this. That's digital forensics that we make use of. I explained this. So yeah, there's one thing I want to talk about. So one thing that gave me, I would say that I felt that gave me a leverage or edge was my proven track record. And how did I say my proven track record? I told you, if you know, from my CV, you could see that what I've already published what technical articles in my own field. And some of them were both cybersecurity articles and cloud articles. So it shows that this guy knows what he's doing. So even though I've not published a academic article, but I'm already in the writing field. So they say this guy he will be able to write academic. Since he can write this one, he will be able to write academic. So it's just a normal ideology that I find this guy didn't know what he's doing. Then they want to see you that you're a leader. So you have to show leadership skills. So I was able to also say that, okay, I mentor AWS people. I also mentor cloud security groups. So these things they want to see that this guy is a leader in this field. So everyone want to give leader opportunity to, okay, fine, since a leader, let's give him more duties to carry out. Then again, another thing that's very important when you're writing scholarship is volunteering. You must also make sure that you are volunteered to places like look for NGOs that can volunteer to go and teach, you go and do CSRO, go and share, go and so yeah, just do CSRO. So I'm still a member of Manual Nigeria till today. Yeah, I'm currently a statesman. I volunteer to I am a volunteer at some school Africa. I'm currently their deputy director on media. I volunteer with junior achievers. So this as at then I was only volunteering with some school and Manual Nigeria. But as of today, I have more than 4 different organizations I'm volunteering for. Not yeah, the time will not be there, I understand. But these are things that you need to add. Church too. You can add church, you are volunteering in church, you are doing stuff. Yeah, add it there because these are things that you add that will give you leverage. You want to see that this guy is actually because about scholarship. Scholarship is not actually for scholars mostly. It's for people that are actually giving back to society. Are you willing to give back to because it's not only just scholar that gets scholarship. And this Brazilian scholarship, I show that it's not even a scholar, you will not get a scholarship, but they must see other things that you are doing for humanity for you to get the scholarship, not just you being knowledgeable. Yeah, you must be knowledgeable, you must be able to understand, and yeah, I understand. But you must also be able to also be giving back to the community, also be giving back to society. That's the thing they want to look at for when they are actually approving your scholarship. So yeah, so pretty much that is it. So now we'll be open for QA. You can ask your questions. You want to ask me questions, anything you want to ask about, I'll be glad to talk about your questions. And those are online. I will share this article to you. I'll share it to you. You guys can have it, go through it. Yeah, so I'll be able to share it with you guys. Yeah, do you have questions for me? If you have questions, you can drop it. Any questions so far? Let me stop sharing. And my question is, do I have to tweak the essay for all schools? Yes. So this is so schools are not so when you're applying for programs, even though you're applying for the same program in two different schools, don't write the same essay. You have to tweak it. Yes, you have to tweak it. See, you have to make the essay personalize the essay to the school. Some people just copy the essay and mistakenly maybe they're written to University of Para and now they're writing to University of Unifesspa. Mistake, so they can copy the same thing. So most times go through it, personalize it, tweak it. If you know, even though sometimes the program may differ, so tweak it, check it that okay, this essay I wrote for this one, I wrote for cybersecurity and I'm writing for computer engineering. What is difference? Don't just copy that. I have one essay, I have one CV. your CV, your essay, you tweak it to leverage what you are applying for. That's the best way because because anybody that is applying that want to pick you will say, okay, fine, this person says is in cybersecurity. What has he done? Let me see his CV. Yeah. But if I have gone and put my CV as a cloud engineer, I may not get it. I may not get it because they will not see the security aspect in it. But so you have to put in what you do. Like so, if you're applying for a new program, ensure that you always edit your CV to align to that program. Edit your essay to align to that program. Don't have a one essay for all. It's not done. It's wrong. Make sure you have more than one essay. You have more than one CV because that way you get more because when you're applying for a program, there are some content that some words that are expecting. So those words, so when you tweak those things, you're able to put those words, those keywords into your essay writing. And again, some people when you want to start essay, they'll just start essay that I'm writing essay. You can so there are a lot of ways to start essay. You can start essay with a tweak, like with a quote that wow, like some of my essays I wrote, I was like, wow, man, when looking at the sun in my room from my room in Lagos, Nigeria, where I did this, that. So I'll just start with a tweet. I will not start my name is this. No, no, no. Everybody just say my name. So you look for quotes you can use to start. Most time if you start with a quote, you can say that the quote that said that whatever you did is this. So you say a quote, you pray the person's quote, then now start your own story that this is and see when you're writing essays and CV, so you can use AI. But I tell people that so there's what they call prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is the ability for you to what to tell AI to do what you want to do. Computer is garbage in, garbage out. That's what we were taught when we were in secondary school. Garbage in, garbage out. Yes. So if it's what you give to computer, then we give back to you. So people don't know how to use AI. Somebody just carry it and dump in an AI. Bam. AI should give them the answer. No. So AI will give you answer to what you ask. So if you want to talk about yourself, you will put it in the AI that AI you will first give it a like let's say I want to that essay now, those essays I read to you now, they're partially written by AI. I just did a little tweak. But I gave it I will tell AI that AI, my name is Frank. I went to Yaba Tech. I did this, I did that. I'm a DevOps engineer. I am this, I am this, I am that, I am that. I want to apply for so. This is my program I want to do. With this information you have now, kindly come up with a proposal for me. Let me preview. So because I've fed the AI with those information about myself, about where I stay, about my school, about my journey. If possible, I will even upload my CV. That is my CV to look at my work rates so far. With all this information you have now, can you now profile me for this course? So that way, you will not say, okay, fine. You will not say, yeah, I will not go through all this information that you have dropped. And say, fine. Oh, will not profile you that, okay, fine. You will not write something for you. Or the one writing for you is not correct that you must everything is correct because AI will also give you jargons. The other thing you now also tweak all those jargons away. Okay, let me remove these jargons and now you now that's why you have to review. Not that AI will just give you an essay you can submit. No, no, no. When you give an essay, you now do the manual review. Like okay, oh, this one is not important. This is important. This is necessary. This is not. When you review, you can send it back again. That okay, fine. I have reviewed which schools are best for masters in education. So, school best in master education. So there are no school best in master in education. I feel that most schools have education. My school now they have education. They have an educational section and they give people admission. So most schools have education. So I really don't. If there are vacancy in that school, apply to it. All schools in Brazil actually they are sound. There's no school in Brazil that is not good. But if you talk about agriculture, the north schools in the north will favor you in agriculture because they have land space in the north. So the north gives more opportunity to agricultural courses like Amazon University. My school also give opportunity to agricultural students. Bayer, all those states in the north gives admission to people in the agri sector. But for education, I believe that most schools, once there is vacancy in that school and you can apply to it, yeah, good to go. Because one about Brazilian universities that Brazilian universities they are very very like they will drill you. You write essays, you write articles, you will be drilled. So there's no school that is not good or you say that is not very okay. Yeah. So do you have any other question? Do you have questions? Do you have questions? If you don't have questions, then um so yeah. No, thank you. Okay, fine, that's cool. Yeah, so I believe that this life was to ensure that at least just show you. So those that yeah, if you are on the WhatsApp, if you are on the WhatsApp group, like yeah, and you I think yeah, you can chat. Take I don't know your name, but take education by emoji. You can chat me up. I'll forward what's it called, the essay to you and the CV if you want to look at it it's not completely you must copy it like out, but yeah, just to give it a structure of how your notes are good. So um buzz me, that enter my DM, send me a message that yeah, you're on my live. If you're on this live, I think on live we are just we are three. So three people that are on this live will have access to my CV. And again, based on your people on this live, I would I'll write if you're applying for admission, if you're applying for any admission, I'll write one essay for you guys. Any school you're writing admission to, I'm going to write one essay. Those people on this live, not people that will rewatch it to, those on the live. I think there are three on the live at the moment. I'm going to write essay for you guys. I'm going to write one essay for you guys. Just tell me that you apply to this school and this is the essay. I'm not going to help you to apply to the school. I didn't say that, but ensure that once you have seen the school you want to apply to, send me the essay you want to write about. I'll write the essay for you. And can I promise again? Okay, we could look at your latest CV together. That's for you guys joining. I really appreciate. We look at your latest CV together, and also I help you to enrich your latest CV for free, for free. Those I know that three people on the live, so just buzz me that yeah. I know of Tech. The other guy can't see the other person's name, but yeah, okay. Dami concepts. Yeah, buzz me through. Then who's the third person? Just buzz me. All this way, everybody was on this live. Let me know. Austin, okay. Austin, yeah. Austin, Tech, and Dami. Yeah. You can buzz me now. You can buzz me on my DM. Austin is my name. Okay, Austin, good. All right. Say hi to me on my DM. Yeah, and yeah. So not to keep this live for long, I will end it here. I'll be coming live to discuss, to be more interactive. I also invite people for more live so that we talk about Brazil and how Brazil is. And you want to know more about Brazil and scholarship and all. But whatever you want to know about, you can just give me a message. I'll probably see it on TikTok or come to YouTube live hands because I say let's try it out and see how it works. And yeah, so I really appreciate you guys that joined today. I will say at this junction, atomize. Bye. They're asking for details. Come to my DM. I come to my DM, Austin. I will attend to you. Let me end this live now.